अस्सलामुअलैकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। इन क्वेश्चंस के अलावा जो कि मैं वीडियोस बना के लगा रहा हूँ, अगर आपको कोई और भी किसी और एक्सरसाइज से कोई और चैप्टर से कोई क्वेश्चन आपने समझना है, पूछना है, तो आप मुझसे रब्ता कर सकते हैं और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि प्रायोरिटी पे आपके जो बताए हुए क्वेश्चंस हैं वो उसकी वीडियो बना के मैं अपलोड करूँ। डिस्कस क्लास 9th chapter 9 and exercise 9.1, in which exercise 9.1, the find the distance between the following pair of points. We have two pair of points and find their distances. First we learn about the formula of the distance. Let we have a x1 y1 and b is the other point x2 y2, and we find their points between a and b. We write it d r a b modulus, in which the formula is x2 minus x1 modulus square plus y2 minus y1 modulus square whole square root. It is the formula for finding the distance between the 2 points. And let we start exercise 9.1, in which question 1 A part. A point is point which has coordinates 9 and 2, and the other is point B whose coordinates 7 and 2. Now we find their distance. D is equal to, by applying the formula, x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1, and take their modulus square. In this question, it is x2 and these are x1 and y1. So we write 7 minus 9, sorry, 7 minus 9 whole square plus 2 minus 2 whole square and square root. 7 minus 9 is minus 2 whole square plus 2 minus 2 is 0 whole square, and minus 2 whole square is equal to 4 plus 0 square root. 4 plus 0 is 4 square root, and square root of 4 is 2, which is the answer of part A. The part B is, we have A whose coordinates are 2 minus 6 and the coordinate B 3 and minus 6. The same rule apply, or you can say the formula, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. It is 3 minus 2. The distance is equal to 3 minus 2 whole square plus minus 6 minus bracket minus 6 whole square. Now simplify them. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 whole square plus, and the other value is minus 6 minus multiply by minus plus 6 whole square. Square root is equal to 1 square is equal to 1 plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 0 whole square. And the answer is 1 plus 0 whole square, and 1 plus 0 is equal to 1 square root, and 1 square root is 1. So in this question, the distance between A and B is 1. And next, the C whose coordinates are A minus 8 1, B 6 1. So we find the distance between A and B is x2 minus x1. So 6 minus bracket minus 8 whole square plus 1 minus 1 whole square root. And now we simplify these values. We get 6 plus 8 whole square plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 whole square root. And the next is 6 plus 8 is equal to 14 whole square plus 0, and 14 whole square plus 0, and 14 is 196 square root plus 0, which is equal to 196 square root, and the distance between them is 196 square root is 40, and which is the answer of part C. And next, the D part is A, whose coordinate is -4 square root 2, and the other is B, whose coordinates are -4 and -3. Now we find the distance between A and B. The distance D is equal to, formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Apply the formula. X2 mean -4 into -4 whole square plus -3 minus square root 2 whole square and square root. Solve it. -4 minus multiplied by minus plus 4 whole square plus -3 minus square root 2 whole square. And the answer is -4 plus 4 is equal to 0 whole square plus -3 minus 2 square root whole square. And we add the value of is equal to 0 square is equal to 0 plus, we take common minus from these values, we get -1 whole square and 3 plus square root 2 whole square and square root. And the answer is -1 square is equal to 1, and the remaining values are 3 plus square root 2 whole square root. And we know that square and square root cancel each other. The answer is 3 plus square root, in which the coordinates of A is 3 and -11, and the coordinates of B are 3 and -4. So apply the formula, the distance formula. D is equal to x2 minus x1, which is 3 minus 3 whole square plus -4 minus into -11 whole square root. Now simplify these values. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0 square plus, and the other value is -4 plus 11 whole square. Now simplify these values. 0 square is 0, and when added the values, we get 0 plus 7 whole square, which is equal to 7 whole square root. And we know that square and square root cancel each other. The answer is 7. So the distance between A and B points are 7. And the next is F part, in which coordinate A has 0, 0, and coordinate of point B is 0 and -5. And we find the distance between A and B is D is equal to x2 minus x1, means 0 minus 0 whole square plus -5 minus 0 whole square root. Now simplify these values. 0 minus 0 is equal to 0 whole square plus -5 minus 0, the answer is -5 whole square, which is equal to 0 plus -5 square is 25 square root, and 25 plus 0 is 25 square root, and square root of 25 is 5. Let P be the point on x-axis with x coordinate E. and Q be the points on y-axis with coordinate y coordinate B as given below in these values. Find the distance between P and Q. So we first find the coordinates of P and Q and then solve all the values. Point P on x-axis. So coordinates of P are A and 0 because on x-axis the coordinate, the point P is, or you can say the coordinate y is equal to 0, and on y-axis the coordinate x is equal to 0, and on point Q on y-axis, so the coordinates of Q is 0 and P. So these are the two coordinates of point P and Q, and now we solve the question part 1, question 2, in which A is equal to 9 and B is equal to 7. So the point coordinates of point P is 9 and 0, and coordinate Q is 0 and 7. And now we find the distance between the coordinates, which are D is equal to 0 mean x2 minus x1, 0 minus 9 whole square plus y2 minus 1, 7 minus 0 whole square. And now we simplify these values. We get 0 minus 9 is minus 9 whole square plus 7 minus 0 is 7 whole square. Square root is equal to minus 9 square is 81 plus 7 square is equal to 49. Now we simplify these values. 9 plus 1 is equal to 0, 1 carry, 4 plus 5, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 8 is equal to 13, square root. And we can't get the square root of 130. So the answer of part 1 is 130 square root. The second part is A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3, in which coordinates of point P is 2 and 0 and coordinate of point Q is 0 and 3. So we find the distance between P and Q. D is equal to y2 minus y1, 0 minus 2 whole square plus 3 minus 0 whole square. Square root is equal to 0 minus 2 is minus 2 whole square plus 3 minus 0 is 3 whole square. Now we simplify these values. Minus 2 square is equal to 4 plus 3 square is equal to 9. Now we add these two values. 4 plus 9 is 13 square root. The third part is A is equal to minus 8 and B is equal to 6. Now we find first the coordinates of P, which is minus 8 and 0, and coordinate Q is equal to 0 and 6. Now we find the distance between P and Q is T is equal to x2 minus x1, which is 0 minus minus 8 whole square plus 6 minus 0 whole square, square root. And now we simplify these values. 0 minus into minus plus 0 plus 8 whole square plus 6 minus 0 is 6 whole square. Now simplify these values. 8 square plus 6 square, square root is equal to square of 8 is 64 and square of 36 6 is 36 square root. And 64 plus 36 is equal to 100 square root, and square root of 100 is equal to 10. So in this question, the distance between point P and Q is 10. And the next is fourth part, in which A is equal to -2, B is equal to -3. So we first find the coordinates of P and Q. P is -2 and Q is equal to 0 and -3. Now we find the distance between P and Q. The D is equal to x2 minus x1, yani 0 minus -2 whole square plus -3 minus 0 whole square root. Now first we simplify these values. 0 plus 2 whole square plus -3 minus 0 is -3 whole square root. Now 0 plus 2 is 2 whole square plus -3 whole square. Now take their squares. 2 square is equal to 4 plus -3 square is equal to 9 square root is equal to 4 plus 9 is 30. And next, the fifth part, which is A is equal to square root 2 and B is equal to 1. So the coordinates of P is square root 2 and 0, and coordinate Q is equal to 0 and 1. Now we find the distance between P and Q. The D is equal to y2 minus y1, means 0 minus square root 2 whole square plus 1 minus 0 whole square. Simplify these values, we get minus square root 2 whole square plus 1 minus 0 is 1 whole square. Simplify these values, we get minus square root 2 is equal to 2, minus 2 square root square is 2, and 1 square is equal to 1, which is equal to 3. So 3 is the answer of the distance between P and Q. Now the sixth part, in which A is equal to -9 and B is equal to -4. So we first find the coordinates of P and Q. Coordinates P are -9 and 0, and coordinate Q are 0 and -4. And the distance between P and Q is x2 minus x1, 0 minus -9 whole square plus -4 minus 0 whole square root. Now simplify these values. It is 0 plus 9 whole square plus -4 minus 0 is equal to -4 whole square. Now simplify these values. 9 whole square plus -5 whole square root. -9 is equal to 81 plus -4 square is equal to 16. And the answer is 6 plus 1 is 7, 8 plus 1 is 97.